In the meantime, everybody, happy Friday to you and welcome to Central Valley Today. I'm Alex Delgado. Stephanie Bainham is on assignment. We sure appreciate you being here. We hope you had a great week. We're going to start with a major issue here in our city, homelessness. And actually, it's a major issue all across the state. Here in Fresno County alone, though, more than 1,800 people are homeless. And that is according to a report titled Street to Home, Fresno County, a framework for action. So now local leaders and organizations are taking action to get folks off the streets and back on their feet. Joining us now with more on the new Street to Home initiative, our Mayor of Fresno, Mr. Lee Brand. Thank you so much for being here, Mayor. It's always good to see you. And then we have Sean Jenkins with WestCare California. Happy Friday to you, gentlemen. We are tackling today a tough issue. First of all, the Street to You program, or this new program, this was started by you, actually, right, Mayor?
Well, yeah, it starts back 2 years ago in Washington, D.C., at the annual Mayor's Conference. And one of the important meetings is the big city mayors get together from San Francisco, L.A., Fresno, Sacramento, and so on. And we all talked about problems that were common, and the most common one, the biggest one we all had, was homelessness. So we agreed that we needed more money directly to the city and to our continuum of care to address this problem. And we all agreed to lobby the legislative leaders and the governor, which we did. We had at least 2 or 3 visits there, and we were successful in securing about $500 million of money, of which about $3.1 million went directly to the city. It's called HEAP funding, and about $10 million went to the continuum of care and their services for the homelessness. And the unique thing about this, the really great thing about this, was that the city and the county worked together, which is not likely on a lot of fronts, but it was perfect. We worked, and it was called Street to Home Fresno County.
Street to Home. I apologize because I called it Streets to You. No, it's Streets to Home.
Fresno County.
Fresno County. This is a big issue here in our city, and we see a lot of homeless people out in the streets, especially now in the bigger intersections. Sean, how are you involved? WestCare.
So I'm also the chair for the Fresno Madera Continuum of Care, and then I'm the senior vice president, well, deputy chief operating officer for WestCare. So we do homeless services, but I represent the Fresno Madera Continuum of Care as their chair, and then we kind of set over the top of the HUD funding for Fresno and Madera and the homeless services in that way. And then partnering with the city and the county on the Street to Homes project. The Fresno Madera Continuum of Care is a partner on there.
So you just received a hefty check.
Yes.
$10,000 to help you in addressing this problem. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How hard is this going to be, Mayor?
This is a very complex, difficult problem that is facing every city, big and small, in the state, across the country. And we did a lot of research. HB, so my team, spent a lot of time. We went to several cities, Portland, San Diego, San Francisco, San Jose, Tucson, trying to find the right model. And everyone's a little bit different, but one thing is we're not going to solve this problem overnight. Our goal is, working together with the providers in Fresno County, is to get a handle on this and try to reduce that population, particularly the ones, people that are displaced and through economic reasons and not having like mental health or substance abuse issues. They'll be the easiest type of population to do. But I'm not going to put it and say we're going to solve homelessness in Fresno overnight. But my goal is to make a dent, to improve the quality of life for our citizens out there, businesses, and the people that are affected, get them an opportunity to get off the street and get their life back together.
How are we going to do that? How is this program going to accomplish those goals?
So Kaiser put out their Thriving Communities grant, and so they had $200 million that they were putting out. And actually HB's from the mayor's office contacted me from the Continuum and the Housing Authority, and we had a conference call and we talked about it and we looked at the grant. And we didn't know if it really fit the concept of Street to Home, which was bringing a collaborative group of, everybody, the city, the county, our business districts, faith-based communities, hospitals, trying to bring everybody together because it's a community problem. Not one agency or the county or the city is going to solve it by themselves. So we talked to Kaiser about it. about the concept. They said, yeah, we think that we can fit this in if you write it. So WestCare wrote the grant, but we were really just acting as a pass-through to help start this organization. So it was $150,000 to hire an executive director for the organization and some staffing for them and some support. And that's to pull all of the community together. Street to Home is really designed to pull all the community together, align our resources and funding in a common direction so that we can tackle this problem.
And do what with the money, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, are we going to build shelters? Are we going to take those buildings that are abandoned and fill those with our homeless? How specifically?
So Street to Home doesn't necessarily have the dollars. So we have HEAP dollars that the mayor talked about, and then we have continuum dollars. There's money going out for community triage, which would be shelters, 100 beds of that. Bridge housing, which would be a kind of a step down from a shelter, 60 beds of that. Then rapid rehousing to get somebody housed into permanent housing. Also outreach, coordinated entry, because you have to coordinate all these services and stuff. And then the city's putting out their portion of dollars too. So we are putting dollars out on the streets to actually address this problem.
Yeah, the city, roughly half our resources are going to a triage center, 37 beds, could be one or more locations. What we don't want to do is focus everybody in one location. We're respectful of the community. A lot of it's outreach, and the key here is when you go through, you go from the street to the shelter, and from that shelter, which is low barrier, which means you have existing drugs, alcohol, mental health problems, get case management through the providers in the continuum of care, and then get into bridge housing. And at that point in time, you're cleaned up, and eventually permanent housing. So you have to have a backdoor strategy. If you don't, you just got a revolving door that never solves the problem.
It's good that you pointed that out, because it is a process. Some people think, well, just put them here, just put them there, and they'll be fine. But there are some homeless people, I'm assuming this, but maybe they don't want to go somewhere where they have to follow rules or where they have to. How are you going to address that problem, Mayor? That's a tough one.
There's a population of roughly 1,800 at the last point in time count, unsheltered in Fresno. And at one time we were over 4,000, so we're one of the better cities in the state of California. But there's a certain segment of that, the chronic homelessness, that have severe mental health problems, severe substance abuse problems, and they're not going to want to accept the offer we give them. But we believe that we can find those people out there that want the help, that we can make a dent in the problem. But it's a huge social problem that there's no quick fixes for.
Yeah. And Sean, I've got to ask, because they seem to be everywhere, and I'm sure our viewers can agree with me, even in these intersections that are, you wouldn't expect to find them there. So what do we do? I mean, because obviously they're there and they're begging for money. Do we give them money? What do we do?
That's a personal choice for everybody that they have to make on their own.
But does that hurt or help?
You know what, I can't say whether it hurts or helps. I mean, if they want to direct their funding a way that they feel like is going to be better, they could direct it to one of the homeless service providers. You're talking the Rescue Mission, Turning Point, EOC, Poverillo House, WestCare, Marjorie Mason Center. So they could direct their donations there and make sure that those go to the right place. But giving to somebody is a personal choice, and I guess if you feel good about it in the end, that's what matters. I think that the issue of, we have a lot of people out there willing to accept help, and so I think we have to get to those people before we necessarily worry about the ones that don't. And homelessness is a multi-dimensional problem. It's not just one problem, and you have to develop a relationship. Just because you walk up to somebody and say, do you want help? They don't know you, so they're supposed to just divulge their whole life. And I always say, nobody grew up, and when they were growing up and you said, what do you want to do when you grow up? They said, I want to be homeless.
But a lot of the people out there that do panhandling are not homeless. They have a home.
That's a good point.
That's an occupational choice.
That's a good point.
I agree with Sean. It's a choice on giving, but I believe in the end it does not serve the purpose. But I think you're better off to go directly to the agencies that Sean represents to get the direct help. I'm
glad you both pointed that out. And if you want more information at home on the initiative here, Street to Home, Fresno.org is the website there. So anyone can help, anyone can do their part, but we sure appreciate our city leaders doing whatever they can to help as well. So I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thanks
all
for
right,
having me.
all right, of course. Coming up, everyone, it's all about empowering young girls at this weekend's Girls World Expo. We've got all the details coming up next.